Good morning, Thomas. It is, what is it,
No,
Thursday?
no glasses today, Sally. You okay?
I have my contacts on.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you get LASIK yesterday?
The LASIK doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. But speaking of that, I think maybe I want to start a collection of frames.
By the way, do you know how much LASIK cost an eye?
How much?
It's 3,000. My brother's doing it.
I if it would fix it, it would, but I understand with my issues, it probably isn't going to fix it very long. My vision changes a lot. I have MS.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, I have a pretty nasty case of it. So
Seriously, you're doing all this shit with MS?
yeah.
Damn, that's really impressive, Sally.
Oh no, my doctor told me one time I had healthy denial, and I said, "What's that mean?" And he said, "Well, you realize you have MS, but in terms of it dictating how you live your life, you do things like that's why I don't fly anymore. Because
okay,
yeah, I don't fly anymore. I don't jump horses over big fences anymore.
Makes sense.
So what I do is just you don't stop doing things, you just change your sights to something that's achievable. So anyway, that's what I did. So that's why, long story short, why I don't have LASIK surgery.
Wow.
When I'm in France, should I be looking at they do have thrift stores and they have wonderful flea markets.
The answer is yes, but when it comes to clothes, they have a whole different breed of clothes. So it's a total different world, because they have all different brands. So it's really hard to go internationally and recognize all the brands. At that point, you're looking for the same thing that I told you about yesterday, like fabric content, whatnot, because that stuff carries over everywhere.
I think something easily transportable they have lovely scarves and everybody wears them, and I'm sure they have a surplus of them and they go. So finding silk scarves would probably be a fun thing.
Scarves are so we could talk about this, or we could do the call thing too. Scarves, they take freaking forever to go through because you have to find the stupid tag on the corner, which is every different corner. It takes forever to go through, but if you find a banger, you find a banger. If you find a Hermes scarf, you find a Hermes scarf.
I wonder about I'm going to look at all kinds of things like glasses frames. I'm going to look at them and see what they have over there. I can carry this on when we're in France. It doesn't make any difference where you are. Let's talk.
No, just get small stuff. Anyways,
let's talk about the call this morning.
So what would you rate the call out of 10?
About a 4.
Really, 4? Huh? I'd go higher. I'd say it was like a 7.5.
Why?
I kind of dug it. So maybe because I spoke and I thought that I had fun when I speak. I had fun when I spoke. I don't always have fun when I speak. And when I have fun when I speak, I feel happier about the call. I just leave happier. And I also thought it was the perspective on what a perfect day is really made me think, because I ran through what my perfect day is, which is, waking up early, having tasty food, getting work done, whatever. But then I realized near the end of the day, I had no idea. So I'm done with my listings at noon. My girlfriend's still at work. The fuck am I doing for the rest of the time? I said, yeah, I'm cleaning the warehouse, but what do I do the next day? The next day, I think I want to start something else. I got to do something else besides just this, and it can't just be whatnot. It's got to be something else, because that would something more creative would give me more happiness. Something else totally different from this. Not totally different, but selling something would make me happier.
Yeah, maybe.
So I want to start something else.
Just look at another niche. Niche.
Yep.
Niche. Look at another one. But why do I rate it a 4? I think things aren't going the way I'd like them to go in the store, and so I look for nuggets that are going to help me get closer to, for lack of a better term, nirvana. And hearing how somebody else's perfect day is, I have trouble connecting that to and so. And for me, if a call doesn't have some element of and so that applies to me, then then I rate it a little bit lower. However, I thoroughly enjoy the days when it just goes wild. I just don't want out of 10 calls, I would hope that 7 of them would have some, and so this helps you, and
Gotcha.
3 of them would be.
Gotcha. Okay, so I think the difference between my view and your view on that is I'm not a beginner. I feel like any of the stuff that we talk about in the calls, that's like,
Yeah,
what?
you're already doing them. I mean, you don't need help.
Yeah. I mean, I just anything that's like reseller related usually isn't especially useful to me because I already know it. Whereas to you, it's much more novel. So for me, the things that are much more exciting are things that kind of are thought provoking in different ways. You're also like 105 or something. You're a lot older than me.
That was last year.
Exactly. Yeah. Multiples of my age.
Do you want to talk about IQ? Because I think that age and IQ correlation are really, in this particular case.
Oh no, I'm smart, but you're so much smarter than me, which is good to see. Even in your old age.
Me.
Anyways, so
go ahead.
Real quick. I like the calls that I can feel that I'm learning some sort of other investment thing from, like what else can I do besides reselling? And I like the ones that kind of make me think about what is someone else doing? How are they selling stuff? What are they selling? That's different from me. But when it comes to like the nitty gritty of it, it's not as interesting to me besides something that's more thought provoking.
But today we didn't even talk about that. We didn't talk about what somebody else is doing. It was all, how much will somebody buy you a $900 beer? And anyway, I enjoyed the call. I just wonder if we were to ask Chris in the dead of the night when nobody's listening, Chris, what do you want these calls to accomplish? And if the answer is blatantly and honestly, Sally, Thomas, I want these calls to make me some money, then he's probably doing the right thing. There's a reason Baskin & Robbins carries 31 flavors, not one, because you come for the one flavor and you say, that's great, but unless you have some change up, you don't come back. So depending on what he wants to accomplish, it may be doing exactly that. Maybe it's my problem. Maybe I'm looking at this call for things that I should be tuning into, gene specific calls, media calls, Text Tuesday call. Maybe I should be spending more, because I don't spend a lot of time on those. Maybe I'm looking for love in all the wrong places, and not going to get it there. During this talk, my mind was wandering. I told you I have 3 channels going at one time, and one of them was, I think that there is an astounding correlation for me between this group and its purpose and AA. So I looked up the first 4 of the 12 steps. Number 1, admit you're powerless. Okay, I can't fix this eBay problem. So admit you're powerless. Number 2, find a greater power than yourself that could return you to sanity, restore you to sanity. That's number 2. Number 3 is decide to turn your quote life over to the greater power. It's like if I were an alcoholic, I would go to somebody and say, I obviously don't have this thing figured out. So I'm going to, for a limited time, I'm going to turn myself over to you and I'm going to do what you say because people tell me it works. We kind of do that with this. We say, okay, I can't do this. So we go to them and we get some rules about how to list. And that's very valuable, how to list. Number 5, admit your shortcomings. You know, do it. No, actually, yeah. Number 4 is make a fearless inventory. And so what am I doing? I'm saying, I am not getting the right stuff. I make my fearless inventory to you, and then admit your shortcoming. I can't get it done. And then realize this isn't a quick fix, it's a lifetime process. So daily refinement and AA answer a lot of the same problems, provide a solution for common problems that are otherwise unrelated.
I think so. I think AA is fantastic. I never had to go through it. The only addiction thing I've ever had is video games, and I just cut that off cold turkey so it wouldn't hit me. But that process, I think, is not only spot on with, the higher level of what this group is, but I think it's kind of spot on with what I don't want to call it a self-help thing, but with any like motivational group, it's exactly the same. If you're looking at like Tony Robbins,
The other thing,
power seminars, if you're looking at like
meetings, and so we attend our AA meeting, we attend our daily refinement meeting every day, and you do get strength from that group.
some people are sitting in the AA meeting all day.
Yeah, yes. And some
Exactly.
become mentors, and some hopefully get mentored. And then, I mean, look at it, how many correlations there are.
There's
many.
so many still, if we're doing the AA thing, alcoholics in the group that you look at and you're like, nope, never changing. You're going to be a alcoholic forever, even if you're going through the process, which goes to show that it's not perfect. Because I guess if it was perfect, it'd help everybody, but it helps the people that want help, that are going through the steps.
Yeah. And, we talked today about joy, and I was watching, I'm kind of addicted to this show. I'll talk about it another time, but they were talking about human emotions and what peril there is in human emotion. And one of them was joy. The guy said, joy is something all humans seem to aspire to.
This is Breaking Bad?
No, the problem is the flip side of joy is grief. So with eBay, you have these phenomenal highs. Oh my God, I sold my $3,000 worth. To the grief, the other side of it, if not for the joy, we wouldn't have the grief. But on the flip side, if we didn't have those bad times, I wouldn't get up and say, damn, I crushed it. I sold 15 things today.
So maybe, if I sold the same baller ass amount of stuff every day, I wouldn't be like, man, this isn't that great. I'd be pretty happy about it. If my sales every day were crushing it,
would you?
I'd be pretty content with it. Yeah, I'd be like, holy shit, this is just a money printer and I'm absolutely killing it. I wouldn't be like, man, this sucks. I'm only absolutely killing it. I wish I was like, ridiculously over the top killing it, because
So
eventually you get there. It's the way this process works. You start somewhere.
Inspires you to improve, failure or success? You sound like I'm afraid if I had success, what motivates me to get better? What's motivating me right now is I know it's out there and I'm not getting it. So by God, I'm going to figure it out. If my days were like this in terms of success, what motivates you to try to do better? Why do you want to do more than 3,000, or do you?
Deep question. Yeah, absolutely. I want to do 10, 20, 30 a day. Number one, I'd say is spite, of just looking at everything that, other people have accomplished and said, oh, we don't like Thomas, to fuck the haters. I hate the haters. So if all the haters were like, man, Thomas sucks. And I'm like, nope, I don't. And I prove you wrong every single day. And then over time, I'm way above you. That is, to me, more motivating for myself than to be like, yeah, I want to push myself, because I don't know. It's just more motivating to me. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. Which level? The spite level?
No, the level, your sales level, your 90-day level, whatever it is. Let's say it's $1,000 over 90 days. What,
Sure.
how long have you been static? And why haven't you gone to, instead
Never
of,
static. Never
yeah,
static. It goes up every day.
and you want it to in your work, you actually have a plan to do that. How
I have a semi plan. How about that?
semi?
So I mean, like, so my semi plan is I have systems in place to try to make that number go higher. I trust the systems and the processes and the things that, our AA teachers have taught us that, if you build it, they will come.
Mhm.
And that's really all I can do, because that's kind of what eBay is. You hope that a recession doesn't hit and kill your business. You hope that, all the things that you're doing, that you're taught, really improve things. But in the meantime, I say this all the time. Initially, I thought Nike's, motto was stupid, but now I'm just like, oh, it's all it is. It's just do it.
Show
It's
up.
it's coming to the conclusion that you need to just do it, and that you know what it is to do, and then just doing it. It's not as easy as just doing, because if you don't know what the hell you're doing, then you can't do it. But when you know, then you just do, and then it's just normal.
One time I used to travel a whole lot for business, and I found myself in, I don't know, some weird place in a Holiday Inn, and I was waiting for a meeting to join me. And so I wandered down to the buffet, the drinks and buffet time. And there were a whole bunch of people, and they were really old guys, and they were all in uniforms. And I saw that it was a reunion of some really old military group, I don't know, some company. So I'm watching these people, and pretty soon another guy comes in, and he is a young guy, and he's really big, and he has a whole bunch of medals on him. And this particularly old guy kind of is there. And this guy with all the medals and all the attaches goes over to him and say, I cannot tell you what it is an honor to meet you. And evidently the guy had won. I don't know if he was a Congressional Medal of Honor winner or what, but he did have a big thing on. And he said, I can't believe the thing you did. And this old guy said, I didn't mean to do anything great. He said, I just showed up and did what was supposed to be done. And so from that time on, I thought about 90% of it is just show up. You never know what's going to happen. But if you don't show up, greatness isn't of any kind. Success or greatness doesn't have happening.
Yeah, I kind of hate those things, because then it just a lot showing up with doing a great job. If you just show up, if you just list one item, if you just log on to eBay every day, that doesn't do shit. If you find good stuff, list good stuff, list it really well, do it really consistently every single day, that's showing up. So the showing up has to be super high level. You can't just, he didn't win a Congressional Medal of Honor by just walking into a room. He got a Congressional Medal of Honor by probably being SEAL Team 6, saving, killing 20 people in, 2 seconds to save 5 of his, mates.
But the other part of what he said was, I just showed up and did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I say those are 2 things. Showing up, so to jump back to your question about 5 minutes ago, you asked me, like, what motivates me. That's kind of it. It's like, number one, spite, and then just doing it. And yeah, whatever, fuck it.
Don't say words, or we're never going to get publicized.
I know, but these aren't going on these aren't going on the public channel yet. And now I got a little P. So what motivates me? It's fear of failure, I guess, is pretty significant,
Okay.
But I never feel like even though I'm doing well, I don't feel like I've succeeded. I feel like I can go to any ice cream store and buy the large ice cream and feel pretty confident about it, and not really worry about the money, as long as it takes card and not cash, because I never have cash on me. And I remember when people are like, when do you feel rich enough? And I'll say, oh, when I go to any restaurant, don't care about what I order. And I'm not at that point yet, but I'm pretty comfortable going to like any restaurant, ordering something on the menu. So I feel confident at that level. That was a long answer to something that did matter.
I think for me, success is knowing that I can do that and choosing not to. That's power.
Choosing not to? The
Yeah.
fuck's the point of choosing not to at that point?
Knowing that I can and choosing not to is complete freedom. Knowing that you can and doing it might be because you still need to prove that you can. But knowing,
Yeah, but
if I don't,
if you can do it,
because I don't.
But if you can do it, yeah, but that's stupid. If you can do it, what's the point in not doing it? If you know that you can list 100 a day, you know that you can list 100 a day, and
no, we're talking about
print money doing it.
Yeah, different thought trains. We're talking about acquiring things. You're talking about business. That's all different. Knowing you can, but as far as being able to acquire things, when I didn't have any money, I acquired things because I needed to acquire things to prove to myself that I could do it.
I don't know. I'm calling total crap, because it's like that's like the anti-work thing of being like, yeah, I know I could code for Facebook, but I don't need to, and as a result, I'm a success. No, you're a success if you've proven that you can do it and you continue to do it. Or you're like if you retire and you're recognized as the guy who coded for Facebook, then yeah, you succeeded. But you need to have proven that you've done it and actually done it.
Okay.
You still say no. You're still sitting over there being like, well, I know that I can pick clams, so I'm a success at clam picking. Unless you're picking the fucking clams, you're not a success.
Digging clams. You sound like a drylander. Digging. You don't pick clams.
Drylander. What is this? Sounds like a Harry Potter thing. Like you're a mudblood.
It's the opposite. No, muggles. It's muggles. It's the opposite of outlander. It's a drylander. I don't know. I think that's a deeper philosophical question, and I think we need to come back to it. But for now,
yep.
Yesterday, and actually within the last couple of days, I've said, God, I really have this problem, Thomas. My average sales price is, you looked up, $22. And I said, I just don't know how to get it to higher. And he said, well, you said pick better things. Well, thank you.
Did I say it that way? I really appreciate that, Sally.
I'm paraphrasing, but you said, so pick items that are going to sell for more, that are higher profit.
Yep, true.
I said, my problem is that my Rolodex isn't big enough. So I said, I'm going to go up to Portland today. I think I'm going to swing by the bins. What 3 things should I look for? So you gave me about 4, but one was scratchy sweaters, soft sweaters, and the other was something like nubby sweaters, or something like that.
Thick denim.
Thick denim. And so I kind of went off the track a little bit, but I did try to pick those things. I didn't find any heavy denim, I don't think. So I sent you a list of what I picked yesterday. And
the tricky thing is, if I look at the list, then my camera goes black.
Okay. So do you want to talk about jackets, jeans, pants, shirts, or sweaters?
Do sweaters first, because that was the first one I talked about.
Okay, here's a sweater, and I have them all hanging here in case you say, I don't know what that looks like. One is an American Eagle Outfitter.
What is it?
Pardon?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's a women's extra large. It's an ombre kind of blue shaded thing. It's a pullover. It's a knit design, which is kind of cool knit design, and it's 55% cotton. By the way,
what's the other 45% poly? I take it.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay, that sounds like a $14 to $17 plus shipping sweater, and I'm guessing it weighs about 12 to 16 ounces. So you'll ship that first class. So that'll be about a $23 to $25 price sale.
Okay, you're including shipping in that sale?
23 to 25. Yeah. I was so like 16, 17,
Don't
probably.
include shipping because our shipping and universes are so different.
Okay. Okay. So, well, okay. 16, not including shipping.
Okay, so it's an okay. The problem is it's an okay brand. It does, it's an okay brand, and it's Saving Grace's cool sweater. Okay, here's one.
No, and good size. You got a good size there.
Brandini.
So I don't know Brandini.
Okay, it's made in Italy.
Doesn't mean anything.
Men's large. It's 100% new wool, Woolmark Merino.
Okay, that sounds pretty decent because usually, so the Woolmark thing, the Woolmark thing means that they got it like authorized by Woolmark because it's like a logo. It's that three intertwining logo thing, right? Yeah.
And it
So
says 100% new wool.
yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing that's a 30. That'll be a $33 to $35 shipped item. So that's a good one.
That's with shipping.
Yep.
It's got to take shipping.
Because so I'm going to include shipping because the buyer looks at the total shipping cost, not just the sale cost plus the shipping.
Okay.
So and that'll ship flat rate, so it'll be the same shipping anywhere.
Okay, here, and don't worry about giving me a price too much. Don't take you too much time doing that. I mean, if you want to, I love it, but here's one, a Caslon women's XXL. It's a plum cardigan. It's long. It has a hidden waist tie, and it's 26% merino wool.
Okay.
Would you have picked that up?
So Caslon's not a banger brand in my experience. No, because that's kind of hard to photograph on a flat thing. But that's probably a solid $20, $25 sale.
Okay, that's better than what I've done.
Yep, exactly.
The Dana Buckman signature brand, women's large blast. It's a basket weave, long sleeve turtleneck, 60% cotton blend. It has
No
texture.
That's like a $15. Anytime it says signature, that's a low end brand. That's their lowest level.
Okay.
So like Levi Strauss signature is their low level.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So that's like a $15 item right there. Ship.
This one is periods after the letters, LOGG, H&M,
Okay.
a men's medium navy blue zip hood, 100% cotton, and it's a very nubby, like a fisherman knit.
I'd have to see it, but if it's full zip and like fisherman Aaron, then it's worth more than if it's just a regular sweater. So that could be anywhere between 25 to 20 bucks.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Moda International?
Yes.
Okay, this is a women's large black flat with cable knit design on the front cuffs, and it's a turtleneck. It has neat inset cable knit.
Probably 20 bucks.
Okay, Sonoma, bad brand?
No, bad brand.
Okay,
it'll sell, but
women's large gray. I got it because it had crochet detail all around the.
Doesn't matter. It's a shit brand. That's a $16 sale.
Okay, how about Sutton Studio, women's extra large maroon V-neck, 100% cashmere.
Solid 20 to 25.
Okay. Universal Thread, women's XXL, a combination of wheat colors. It's a pullover. It's short.
Trash brand.
Trash. So that means what, 15, 10, something like
15,
that?
15.
Okay, this one is a nice one. I should show it to you. U.S. Polo Association. I think
Nope.
it has a pony on it.
Yeah, but it's a wrong pony. Polo Association, ASSN, is a low-end brand not actually associated with Polo. So they constantly get sued by, like there's always a pending lawsuit by Polo because they just absolutely jumped onto that brand and used it. So it's not Polo Ralph Lauren that you're thinking of. It's not good.
Shall I even list it, or will I get in trouble for listing it?
No, you won't get in any trouble.
Like, is that like a $15?
15, yeah.
Okay. White Stag women's.
No.
Are you sure?
White Stag is Walmart.
It has lilac pearl buttons, scallops. It's cardigan, looks vintage. No, okay.
Not vintage. 15 to 20 bucks tops.
Okay, here's one. I think now this isn't a sweater. It's a jacket because nobody's looking for jackets right now. So I thought, yeah, that's not bad. I got something was kind of neat. It was a Levi Strauss women's large. It's a pea coat.
Okay.
It's a poly wool blend. It's extra, it's lined, it has the extra buttons. I'm going to grab it because I think it's cool.
Sounds like a $40 to $50 sale.
Oh, wow. All right, hold on. Talk among yourselves.
Is it shearling by chance?
No.
I like how the cat's right there. I like the cat view. There's no deer in the back though.
The deer are probably down the hill. Okay. This is.
Show me the tag. Put the tag closer.
You want this tag?
Yep, that's solid. And is the tag, it looks new. Looks newer. Yeah, I'm guessing.
Double buttons.
Yep, yeah, no, that's a solid $40 to $50 sale.
Okay. And tags down here, so I'm sure it's pretty real.
Yeah, it's real, it's new. Yep. It's
Okay.
very recent,
Oh, so
not vintage. Old Levi stuff is worth big money.
and it is a pea coat, right?
Yep, exactly.
Um,
Double-breasted peacoat.
okay, one I've never heard of is an BCBG Maxazria.
Yep.
It's a women's extra small. It's beige, but it's 90% duck down, snaps, and a full zip.
So Max as so they have two brands, BCBG Generation, BCBG Max Azria. Max Azria is the higher level.
Oh, good.
That said, it's kind of saturated, so it won't sell super fast, but it will sell. And the fact that it is down, it's a jacket, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. I'm saying that's another $40 to $50 sale easy because you
Oh.
got a down good brand.
And I got it for $1. So
Yep, perfect.
another brand, CRYK Clothing Company.
You sure it's not?
This is let me tell you, it's a pullover. It's a fleece, but it has a Freightliner logo on it. And
like the actual truck brand Freightliner?
as opposed to the pizza brand? What do you mean?
Well, okay, so show me the tag. I'm sure I'll recognize the tag. But all in all, if it's got I can't see. Yes, no, not good.
What do you mean not good?
Well, it's a not good brand. It is a employee production for the trucking brand Freightliner. Yeah, it's nothing special.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you might get $15 out of that and it'll take forever to sell. Okay, good for you.
I'm not going to put it in a hard wash, and this is the down one. I'm going to probably just soak it.
Yeah, yep, yeah, that's a solid $50 right there.
No rips, no tears, and that kind of thing.
Perfect.
So I thought that's what I would do and see if I can use these. And at $1.13 average price, I thought I wasn't going to get hurt on it anyway.
You did a great job. Good job.
Okay, so you made a commitment to me a couple days ago of things you were going to get done.
Yep, I got them all done. I emailed Whatnot. I don't remember what it was, but I did all of them. I did them that day.
If you don't remember what they are, how can you assure me you did them?
Because I made promises to other people that I did them as well.
I see. Is that how you motivate yourself? You make promises to other people?
No, but I remember running through the list and saying and showing that I got.
I'm going to.
What was on the list? I applied to Whatnot. They rejected me again. So I need to apply through my girlfriend and then just use her account.
Tell me about this. Why are they rejecting you?
So number one, I'm guessing because no, I'm guessing because they know my name on Whatnot. And one time I was Mandy has a watch show, and one time I was her kid was like showing a watch or whatever, and I'm good friends with Mandy, and I'm on her show all the time, and I rip on her, and I was like, the kid did a really bad job, like sold the watch terribly. And I was like, Mandy, like, you got to get better help. Like, that was terrible. And I got booted from the show by somebody who works for Whatnot. So I'm guessing that didn't help. And then other times I've trolled people, so I'm sure I've gotten reported, so they don't like me on the platform.
Can you get Mandy to write a short note?
No, it doesn't matter. I'll just get my girlfriend to sign up because she's beautiful, so they'll accept her instantly.
Okay. It seems to me there's always a way, but anyway.
Exactly. This is the way. Oh, you mean for me to do it? Yeah, I could be like, Tech, Chris, like get me on. But then that would because then if I do a bad job or they kick me off, that'd make them look bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to, even in my email, I said I'm in their group, so I don't want to incriminate them.
Okay.
Oh, so I did that. What else was on the list?
You were
List
going,
50,
there's
photograph 50. I did that.
your taxes. Did you work on that?
No, nope, didn't do taxes.
Fail.
Damn it. Can't do them all.
No.
Okay,
well, let's see. How much time do we have left today? Are we about
I
done?
think I'm guessing I think we're over our 30 minutes by far.
Let's meet tomorrow, and don't leave me now, but I'm going to quit recording. So peace.